It feels like nothing else in the world matters when I do that, when I perform. It's almost like being in a trance. It's all really a glow. It feels like I get to be the most authentic version of myself without having to hold anything back, and I don't get to do that right now. My name is CJ Seymour. I am 18 years old. I'm a freshman, currently broadcast journalism major, and I make music. So I'm German, but I grew up in the UK. I stayed there from when I was 8 until I was 13. So my accent's British. That's where I claim most of the time whenever I talk about, where I'm from. I guess I'm from all over because my family is also Nigerian, so that's a part of my ancestry and history. I remember I watched this BET documentary on women in hip hop or something, and I was inspired to start writing from there. And also because I was tired of the way that music was, and I thought music was boring and that everything was like a love song, so I was kind of writing music in a way to be the antagonist to that and talk about things besides your standard stuff. So I think that's mainly why I started. Since I grew up in the UK, I'm really inspired by British songwriters, so people like Lily Allen and Arctic Monkeys, and then a lot of British rappers that made UK hip-hop and not grime, because they're two different kinds. But so people like Tiny Temper, Professor Green, example. It was the British scene of rap is really inspiring, and then also British songwriters who make pop or indie rock, like Lily Allen, Arctic Monkeys. Also, I'm inspired a lot by my surroundings. So growing up in the UK, there was a heavy concentration of South Asian people. So I grew up a lot watching Bollywood movies and listening to Bollywood music. And I had a lot of friends that were from other places, so I was listening to a lot of different music in different languages. So a lot of that inspires what I write about and the tone and the quality of my music. Hip hop is very gendered and very heteronormative, so being someone who's gender non-conforming and someone who's queer, I'm not exactly what they expect me to be. So I think my identity just makes me different without even trying to be. The things I talk about, my experiences aren't going to be the same as, a straight black man. It's different and they are usually the majority who are rapping. So I think just my identities just make it that the themes in my music are a whole lot different compared to my counterparts would be. Thick skin is important. Fearlessness is also important, and also to write about what you know. No one is saying that just because you make music you suddenly have to be this queer activist that does it through music, but I'm not one to pretend, or I'm not gonna write a love song about a boy because I've never experienced that, and that's not who I am. I feel like you shouldn't hide your queerness, and you should be proud of it and produce that through your music. And also just to know that you're going to be a minority whenever you walk into a room with musicians. You might be the only one. In this group that I'm a part of, 3V, most of the people in there are black men, black boys, and I'm the only person there that's, gender non-conforming and gay, and it's and sometimes it can feel a little isolating. It can feel it's scary for me to want to interact with people sometimes, because what if they don't like me because of my identity? But I think the most important thing is honestly to just believe in yourself and believe in who you are as a person, and put that through in your music and don't hide it, really. Come up with raps real quick, real hard, got a swipe real quick, no credit, no card. I've been going real hard since about 18, but I turned 18 about 5 months ago. Don't know what I say, what I do is what I know, how I flow is where I go. Tell me what you want to know. If you've got a couple questions, I don't want to answer. I am never one to be a private dancer, do a lot of things that you can't really get from me. A lot of things people want to get into my head and see if I could be a little more than what they wanted me to be before I opened through the door. 1, 2, 3, 4, don't know what I'm saying. If I was French and I would be parlaying, and I really don't know what else to talk about. My name is CJ Run. I'm out.